All right. So today what we have is a couple of variations on what I call a spacing and movement drill. And basically what this is a an opportunity to work movement, not necessarily off the ball, but movement in space, movement in relation to other players specifically. So you'll see what we have in the animation. You have a full field 11 set up, and then you'll notice in the bottom right corner I have some arrows, and then you see the guy in the very bottom corner. That would be the coach. And the basic premise of this drill is you have your coach standing in a place with a good viewpoint. You have an 11 out there, and you could do this with 13, 14, and just have people double up. But the basic premise is the coach will call out a direction, up, back, or drop, left, and right. And it is the player's job to move as a unit up, left, right, drop. So I'm going to play it at half speed. You'll see up the field, left, left, drop, they drop back, right, come back to the right. So very simple, not super complicated. There's another variation on this drill that I'll go over in just a second. The things that are important to note here as I let it play again, you want to make sure as a coach and then as a player that adequate spacing is being kept. So you'll notice that there are a couple of players, and I did this intentionally, a couple of players that get a little bit closer, a little bit farther away from each other as the sequence goes. That's fine, but they don't want to be on top of each other. So just something to keep in mind. There's no soccer ball involved. The keeper also can have a role in this. The keeper can make calling the directions himself, gives a little bit of that command experience for the goalkeeper, and then also lends to building some communication between the goalkeeper and then the outfield players. So this is one variation. There is a second variation. We'll go over it now. So this second variation on the drill involves the use of a ball, and really all it is instead of someone, be it the coach or the keeper, calling directions, you are forcing the players to react to the placement of the ball. So we'll go through this once really quickly, and really all it is, you see the coach in the corner. He's going to knock the ball out to a player, in this case the left winger. Left winger is going to play it back, and you'll notice the players reacted to it. Now the ball is going to go to the right center mid, and the players move toward him to give him options. Coach then receives it, plays it back to the left center back, and the players move again. So let's go through that a little bit slower. Ball out to the left winger, and you'll see the left back pushed up, the left center mid shifted over just a little bit, the striker shifted over just a little bit, and then everyone else pinched in toward that side, returning the ball back to the coach. And it doesn't have to be these three players, you can go to any players. But for this animation, these are the three that we went to. So next to the right center mid, you'll see everyone shifted over. The right back got wider, giving that option. The right center back dropped off a little bit, gave him a little bit of an option. The defensive midfielder moved just a little bit, not too much, still giving him space. The right center mid, and then the right winger got wide and a little bit higher to try and open up space that way. So ball then goes back to the coach again, and the coach will play it out this time to the left center back. And again, it doesn't have to be these positions, but this is three varied positions, one at every level, and then kind of spreading it out far left on the right, and then kind of in the middle. So you see the left center back received it. The right center back dropped off to give him a little bit of space for the drop off if need be. The keeper is ready. The defensive midfielder shifted just a little bit, opened up some space. The left back dropped off to offer himself, and then the forwards shifted to the left just a little bit, not a whole lot. And this is run without defenders. You can run it with defenders if you like, or if you're a player, you can have defenders in there. But the object of this is to just run this at a slower pace, not super quickly, just trying to get used to the movements and the shifts of making sure that your spacing is good and your movement off the ball is making sure that you're not running into each other. Notice that in every one of these, whether it's the first version or this version, the players are not on top of each other. They are intentionally spaced out very, very well. So that's the goal of this drill. There is game speed that can be applied to this. You can do it very quickly. You can also have the goalkeeper shouting commands while the ball is in the air. There's a couple of different variations you can do on this, but these are two very basic versions. So, for coaches, just a good little drill that I've used on occasion, both as a player and as a coach. Really helpful. As players, the most important thing for this drill, remembering, hey, I've got to make sure to keep my spacing. Whether I'm the striker, the left back, the right winger, doesn't matter. The whole point is keep your spacing between players.